Good morning. How are you? I am so excited. I swear I barely slept last night because I wanted to just share with you, especially if you've been around here a lot, you know how much this means to me, the importance of daily nutrition and just making sure that we're really, really intentional about all the things that we're actually consuming. And sometimes we think about food as just fuel, but I have a real emotional connection with food. I don't know if you're like me, but I feel like this immense joy when I make something and I eat it and it tastes really good, or I go to my favorite restaurant and it's just so fulfilling. I love the smells of food, and food is just one of my, for sure, love languages. But I think sometimes we kind of push to the side how important it really is to be giving our body exactly what it needs in order to sustain a life that we want. And I hear all the time from my clients that they, have excessive headaches and like can't sleep very well, or they get really bloated after they eat. And sometimes it's even something as simple as like, my mood seems to fluctuate a lot around food. And I don't want anyone to feel like those things are your fault. It's really just the scenario that we've been presented with, that we have these options at the grocery store that are, given to us that we think, okay, well, we need to feed our families with these things because that's what's at Target or that's what's at Costco. But sometimes we're not stopping to really think about the ingredients in those foods and how they could be playing a role in how we feel. And I want to start that conversation. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, today's the day, because there have been some really neat and so many fun changes lately, especially coming into April. And so I titled this live today, Daily Habits That Will Make an Immediate Difference in Your Life, because I have seen that, and I've seen that with hundreds of people in my community. So that being said, let's just get down to business, down to the nitty-gritty, so you can kind of hear what it is that I want to share with you, and more importantly, like what's really going to resonate with you and what is relevant for your life and is going to make the best impact. So when we talk about nutrient intake, a lot of the times we forget that not all supplements are created equal. And so if you're here following this page, then you know that quality matters, and that where it's sourced from and how it's sourced and what delivery system it has a huge impact on the results of that purchase. If you're investing your money in a supplement to help care for you because that's what you hear your doctor say, or that's what you see on TV that would be good for you, stop and think for a second, are these really for me? Is there something on this bottle that is more like a salad bar approach where they're just throwing everything at me and hoping that some of it sticks? Or are there things in here that are intentionally placed here to help my body function and work at its best capacity? That's the bottom line. That's what we want. And so you've heard me talk about the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack before, but I think what's really cool about April is that they've allowed what is now called the Healthy Habits Kit to be sold as an enrollment kit. And I want to explain what that means, because that's a lot of words and that might have just gone right over your head. And don't click away yet. Stay here so that you can see why this is important. So typically when you bundle products from doTERRA, you do get a discount, but you have to become a member in order to get the discount. And a membership sounds like a very intricate and involved term with a lot of responsibility. But really what it is it just allows you access into my community. You're privy now into all this great education and continued support. It doesn't mean you have to make a monthly purchase or that you're tied into something. What it means is you have an Amazon Prime account that you can get discounts and shipping rewards and all these great, amazing perks for becoming a member. And that membership is just a wholesale customer account so that you can log on and have your own password and login. So what they've done is they've allowed us to bundle all these products, discounted them, and included the membership. So I feel like it's my obligation to really get on and share with you why that's important. So, okay, so this little guy right here, and apologize if you can't see it, the lighting. Hopefully it's going to work out. Okay, so these 3 are, oh my goodness, there you go. These 3 are considered the Lifelong Vitality Pack from doTERRA. And you've heard me talk about these before, but basically this one is the multivitamin. This is like your food nutrient complex, very different than what you would get from GNC, Costco, or Target, because it's all delivered in a natural way so that the body recognizes it as nutrition and puts it right to work, which is just awesome. That's what we want. We don't want to take something that's not working and invest in something that we're just peeing, right? Peeing out down the toilet, bright green, bright yellow. Instead, this supplement will assimilate with your body because it's natural. So it's just super, super effective and has all the multivitamins that you need and trace minerals that are lacking in your everyday diet. And then we have the fish oil, but we also have a vegan option. So essentially, the omegas are really great because in our body, our big systems, our heart, our lungs, our liver, our brain, are really run off of these fatty acids. And if we don't have enough in our body, that's when we start to have fatigue. That's when we start to have these organs not be supported in the best way because the body can't create omega-3s. It has to get it from an outside source. So taking an omega-3, a fish oil, a fatty acid, these DHAs are so crucial for the function of these organs, and it helps to balance and counteract some of those omega-6s we're getting in our diet too from processed or fatty foods or refined sugars or just things that are packaged goods. And then the last one is the Alpha Series Plus. And this guy right here is like the Mac Daddy. He is just, I just can't express to you how much I love, appreciate, and value the efficacy of this product and what it does for me as a mom and a business owner and someone who has a lot going on in their life. It gives me energy. It provides a ton of antioxidants to my body, so it helps my body heal and it helps me feeling so much better. So those 3 are normally $79, okay, but then with the Daily Habits Kit, it's included in the $158, but that also includes a number of other things. So I want to show you some of my other daily habits that I use every single day in my real life. And this one is called Terrazyme. These are digestive enzymes, okay? Digestive enzymes are so important for the function of your digestive system that they will change your life drastically. And when I say that you'll feel an immediate difference in your life, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So digestive enzymes help the body to digest the food, but it also helps your body to turn food into energy, not have as much bloating. It helps with hormone regulation, brain function. It helps with inflammation in the body. Enzymes are a part of our life. We need them every single day. Our body creates them, but we need these exogenous enzymes as well from the outside. And sometimes when we're super intentional about what we eat all these fresh foods, fresh produce. We are super great about buying frozen veggies that were probably picked in season, and we're being so great about our health. But then we overcook them. And so it's breaking down all those living enzymes that are in the foods that are going to help your body to actually use it and make it effective and not just empty calories. So I love that Terrazyme is just a way to reintroduce that in the body and help the metabolism to be so much more effective. Another part of the Daily Habits Kit is this probiotic. And I'm just going to take one out. So if you haven't seen it before, become accustomed to how beautiful these guys are. So it's double encapsulated, and the double encapsulation is like a slow release, but essentially what it does is it allows those really vulnerable microorganisms to make it all the way down to your hind gut where they need to repopulate and proliferate. Basically what that means in layman's terms is that when you consume probiotics in any other form, it's dying off in the stomach acid before it even makes it down to where you really need it to benefit the body. And why do you need a probiotic? Simple, super simple. Normally in your digestive tract, you have trillions of living microorganisms, good and bad. Okay, we have good bacteria and we have bad bacteria. But when we start to feel tired, fatigued, drained, things are weighing us down, then what's going to happen is super simple. Those bad bacteria have taken over. So if you take a probiotic, it helps to counteract that, helps to fight off the bad bacteria so that the good bacteria can repopulate, so you can be healthy and have a strong immune system and better mental health. There have been many studies that have shown that probiotics can help with mental fatigue. things like anxiety, depression, excessive sadness, these things that we realize and probably have and experience every single day that could be really simply taken care of with something like a probiotic. Now, I know there are extenuating circumstances, and obviously consult your doctor if you feel like there's, something drastic that you're going to be doing. But what I would consider is all of these things are natural. And so if you could have a natural impact on your health, wouldn't you want that as your first line of defense? I always say you can really take care of about 80% of your healthcare within the four walls of your own home. Now that extra 20%, so if you are someone who is more prone to maybe a chronic illness, then of course that's when we seek out our doctor and help that way from a professional. But when it comes to natural things, these things really help and they really work. So why not use them, right? Okay, now you're thinking like all of that for the $158, including the membership, seems like a great value, but they've included so much more. This is why I'm here today. This is why I'm on here sharing this, because there's a lot. So these, which I'll talk about, and this, okay? So don't click off yet. If you're still watching and you're sticking around, know that there is so much more to come. Now, why this is important, why this plays such a big role in our daily habits is these supplements are just part of our everyday routine. They are a self-care practice. I am serving my body on a nutritional level so that I can work, my body can work in a much more efficient way. But when we start to include things like essential oils into our daily routine, it is mind-blowing the effect it can have on your body physiologically. And it's just something that people need to tap into, that our bodies are natural. We're inviting something literally from the earth, from the universe, from God, that is natural into our body. And so our body just welcomes it and it knows exactly how to use it. When we use things like over-the-counter drugs or the Band-Aid effect, right? I'm feeling a headache, let me grab some Tylenol. Your body will respond to that synthetic substance, right? It might help to subside the symptoms of this headache, but you're not serving the root cause of that problem. And so by inviting an essential oil, they're lipid soluble. They literally will absorb into your skin if you use them topically, or if you're using them internally, they work as well, or even aromatically. And they will go in, and the ones that you apply topically are lipid soluble. So they literally enter the cells, right? Your cellular membrane. They enter the cell membrane and can help the body at a cellular level to work more efficiently. The oils are not magic. They just help your body to work more magically, if that makes sense. So, okay, let me talk about the ones that are included. There are 5. So the first one is lemon. Lemon is great because it is so easy. You can just do 1 drop in a glass of water in the morning and it helps the body to rid itself of toxins. Toxins from your environment, toxins from food you're consuming, toxins from pesticide residue, maybe from some things in your home, different products in your home that can be leading to the toxic load that is affecting your hormones and is disrupting your health. Maybe it's sending you into premature menopause. Maybe you're getting wrinkles or early gray hairs, onset diabetes or arthritis, or things in your life that are contributing to your health. Something as simple as including a drop of lemon in your water can assist in the everyday detoxification process that your body goes through. And I mean, I can get really technical with that, which is basically just that the lemon goes down into the lining of your stomach and strips the villi of all the leftover residue that's there, yeast, bacteria, fungus, overgrowth, all of that. So just that's something to consider. It's super, super simple step that you can include every single day, 1 drop. The next one is On Guard, and this is a blend from doTERRA. This is our protective blend, and it has 5 different essential oils blended together to help boost the immune system and protect the cells. It's been shown in study after study, and I will definitely include that in the comments so you can see what some of these studies are, that prove that using On Guard every day can help your immune system so that when you are faced with someone around you who has a viral or bacterial infection, that you won't get it, that it helps your immune system to combat those things. things and to be more protected. And that's incredible. And I have a personal story. I know this is going long, but my twins who were born premature, we use this every single day on them. And our doctors told us that they wouldn't be able to go to a public school, that we would have to keep them in a private space just because they're so immunocompromised. And these boys are tough. They have been in a public school setting for years now. They're in kindergarten. They went to 2 years of preschool. And I swear up and down by this On Guard. Okay, the next one is Balance. Balance is another blend. It's our grounding blend. And this one's just a beautiful blend of different conifers and tree resins that are, think about it, how trees grow in the ground, right? Their roots are deeply into the soil. That's exactly what happens when you use this essential oil. And I know using essential oils for emotional support seems kind of woo-woo, but what you need to understand is that it has such an incredible impact on your emotional state because your olfactory bulb, which is right through your nasal system, smells something and triggers emotions in the body. You know that. You've smelled something and had an emotion come to mind. I smell something that smells like my grandma and I like feel her. I love her so much. And so you can feel that connection. That's the same thing with aromatherapy, is that you can have emotional healing through things that smell really good. And some people, I hear this a lot. Some people will say, well, I'm really sensitive to smells, so I can't use essential oils. Well, they're not smells, they're not scents, okay? They're actually taking a piece of something outside and bringing it inside. So doTERRA distills the most pure, most effective, and most potent essential oils on the planet, which means that you're not going to waste your money, right? You're not going to go to Whole Foods and buy a lavender that smells great, put it in your home and not have it work on you, because that is a total waste of your money. But if you buy an essential oil that's grown in the most effective environment with the correct amount of chemical constituents in the soil, the right amount of rainfall, and of course the farming process, the distillation, the harvesting, all of that plays a huge role in the efficacy of the chemical constituents in the soil. Now I'm getting really technical and it's going over your head. But lavender, which we're going to talk about next, has linalool. Linalool is the chemical constituent in the soil that actually helps the body to calm down. So if you buy lavender from somewhere else where it doesn't have that, then you're going to think like, wait, Lena told me this was going to work, and it doesn't. That's why paying just a little bit more for the quality of an essential oil pays off in dividends, because it's actually working. It's using it for medicinal purposes and having it be effective. So lavender is another one that comes in this kit, and it's awesome because it is something I use every day on my kids. We use it in the tub. I use it even just on redness or inflammation on the skin, but you can use it topically on the bottoms of your feet to help you fall asleep and have a nice restful night. The last one is frankincense, and frankincense is one that I use for my cellular health. I also use it in case I have a headache or a migraine coming on, which I can show you more of that on another day. But when I talk about cellular health, it's really important to understand that the DNA process and how things work with our cells is that they can only really duplicate off their most recent copy. So if we have, unhealthy cells and they're just reduplicating, repopulating that way, then obviously the body's going to start to feel that, and it's going to weigh heavily on our health. But when we invite something like frankincense into our body and use it on a daily basis, whether you put a drop in like your morning smoothie or under your tongue, or you're applying it topically for your circulatory system, you're inviting these incredible antioxidants into your body and doing it in a way that's just aligning, right? It's taking your body and all of your cells. It's basically like a hug. It's like a nice warm hug for your cells. It helps your cells to repopulate in a healthy manner. And those free radicals that sort of happen even just in our environment, in our home, it helps to minimize that, and it helps to minimize the effects of that so that we can feel so much healthier. So I love including frankincense every day. And here's what's bananas, is normally frankincense is like $60-something on its own. But again, it's included in this kit. So the last thing is this Deep Blue Rub. This Deep Blue Rub is a blend of some of our most potent, like anti-inflammatory, muscle comforting for aches and pains blend. It's an essential oil that they have included an entire bottle of in this lotion or this cream. And so what's cool is that you can use this on your aches and pains when you're like on your period, your cycle, on your lower back. Or I love to use it on my knees. I've always had like really weak knees. So when I go work out in the morning or I'm doing yoga or Pilates, I can use that Deep Blue Rub, and it just has such a powerful impact because it really sinks deep into the tissues of the skin and has a long-lasting effect versus, say, something like a Bengay or an Icy Hot. It may smell like wintergreen, it may numb the skin, but it doesn't really serve the root cause of the problem, which is that inflammatory response under the skin. So that being said, I'm going to see if it's even possible for me to hold all of this up so you can see what's included for the 158. Let's see if I can do this, guys. I have a journal here. I'm going to stand everything on it. See my best attempt. Here we go. Oh my. Oh, don't forget the lavender. Okay, see all that? Look at that. All those oils in there for 158 includes the membership. This is so amazing, and it's very temporary. I don't know how long doTERRA is gonna have this special for, so if you've been waiting, this is the most perfect time to do it. And the nice thing too is that doTERRA allows you to try out the supplements for 30 days at the full dose, and if you're not getting your desired result, then you can get your money back. They will fully refund you. I think that's such an incredible testament to the efficacy of these products, because if they weren't completely sold on how well they're serving our bodies, they wouldn't offer that, right? It's actually doTERRA's highest selling product. And I think that that's really, again, another testament to how well they really work and how well they serve our bodies. Okay, last but not least, I wanted to show you that this kit the bottles will be in a 5 milliliter size, okay? So you can see that normally they come in the 15 milliliter size, which has 250 drops. So you're gonna be getting the 85 drops in all of the oils. And just so you know, down the line, when you want to refill, you will have the 25% off, which is that membership for an entire year. And if you really love them as much as I do, you could even get the Deep Blue and the bigger one too, because this is like my very favorite thing. I keep it in my kitchen cupboard, so that's easier. I can just use that little spout there, and it makes a whole lot of sense for my lifestyle. So leave your questions below. I'm so excited for you to get started with this. And if you already have a membership, you will also get a discount on the products this month, and they've bundled them together so that you can order them in your loyalty order if that's what you have. And if you don't have that set up, let me know. I'd be so happy to help. Okay, have an awesome day, guys.